Detroit Pistons and the Brooklyn Nets have agreed on a trade, and I think that the Detroit Pistons made a mistake. What's up, guys? It's your boy Absidious back with another video. If you're new here, how about you subscribe and turn on notifications for more NBA quality videos. So if you don't miss those, I recommend you to subscribe. But with that out of the way, let's begin. So on Twitter a couple of days ago, Adrian Wojnarowski has announced the trade details, and he announced that the Brooklyn Nets have traded DeAndre Jordan for unprotected second-round picks in exchange for Jahlil Okafor and Sekou Doumbouya of the Detroit Pistons. And honestly, I was kind of shocked when I heard that trade. I mean, putting aside DeAndre Jordan, which we're going to talk about in another day and what they did with him, Sekou Doumbouya was the biggest story of that trade. He is the youngest, without doubt, the youngest guy in this trade, and he has a lot of potential, and that's the thing that was kind of shocking when that trade happened. Sekou Doumbouya, when he got drafted in the league, he was supposed to be the type of guy like what Giannis used to be, a prospect who's not really good at anything, but if developed right, surrounding him with the right trainers, the right players, the right coaches, he could be something really special like Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I never bought the fact that he could be a Kawhi Leonard or a Giannis Antetokounmpo being an MVP. I don't think anybody realistically thought of him like that, but they thought he could be like a nice 15-point per game guy, someone who could be a legit starter in the league. Well, why do I believe that the Detroit Pistons lost the trade? Well, the first thing is DeAndre Jordan. It helped the Brooklyn Nets save $47 million in luxury taxes. So they're really flexible when it comes to the finances. They don't have to pay a lot of money, since they have DeAndre Jordan off the books. And when it comes to the Detroit Pistons, they waived DeAndre Jordan and they're going to pay him $20 million across 2 years. And I feel like that was kind of unnecessary amount of money in the cap. 2, Doumbouya could be something really special. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be a legit rotational player with the Brooklyn Nets. I think he's not going to have a lot of playing time there. The only reason why they made it is probably just for financial reasons, but they know that Sekou Doumbouya has a good amount of potential and is really young. I think the guy is 21 years old, if not younger. Like, that's how young this guy is, despite having 2 years of experience. The Detroit Pistons not giving him a third chance is kind of really ridiculous. Like, they were not pressured to trade Sekou Doumbouya. I know there's a lot of young players such as Saddiq Bey, Jeremy Grant was a nice addition, even though a lot of people say it wasn't, but it was a nice addition. They got Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes, Kate Cunningham. You want to focus on those guys, and I completely understand 100%, but he could have been a nice rotational player for the Detroit Pistons. You want the Detroit Pistons not to go fully rebuild mode, since you have a nice team with Kelly Olynyk and you have Saddiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, Kate Cunningham, like legit players that could surprisingly make the playing tournament if they're really that good. So I would say that having a mixture of a young and high potential while also keeping some veteran leadership with those teams, I think why not keep Sekou Doumbouya? And even if you don't want Sekou Doumbouya, it's fine, because number 3, they could have gotten a better return for Sekou Doumbouya than just DeAndre Jordan, buying him out, and then for unprotected second round picks. Because I understand second round picks hold some value, but you're not going to get really someone who's that special in the second round pick, or trading something for something special with those second round picks. I can't really think of a specific trade, but for example, if the Indiana Pacers decide to rebuild in the middle of the season, they could have traded Sekou Doumbouya, not for the amount of bonus, but for a guy like TJ Warren. Or the Toronto Raptors, they can acquire Goran Dragic, or maybe even Thaddeus Young from the San Antonio Spurs. Like, they could have got guys that could help this team contend to the play-in tournament, or even better, a playoff spot. Or they could have gotten better younger assets than just 4 second round picks. If PJ Washington is not working well in Charlotte, then you can trade in Detroit for basically Sekou Doumbouya, if Marvin Bagley's situation in Sacramento is getting worse and worse day by day, then you can trade him for Sekou Doumbouya. If the Houston Rockets want to give you two of the Brooklyn first round picks for Sekou Doumbouya and some other things, then you can do that. Those are just ideas, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of rebuilding teams are interested in Sekou Doumbouya. Now, there is a potential, there is a chance that Sekou Doumbouya is just a whatever filler player, and he never reaches any significant height in his career. Like, he's not a significant player in any championship or even a playoff team, but he's 20 years old, and the chances of that happening is kind of wishy-washy. It's not something that you go against. He's a 20-year-old. He can develop if the team is right. I mean, we have to see what will happen next. For all we know, he might win MIP and become the next Pascal Siakam. If that happens, Detroit really screwed up, and they will have the second round curse. Anytime they draft a second round pick and they trade that guy, it instantly becomes way better. They become way better than what they were with Detroit. Now, granted, obviously they will, because that's the first couple of years, but those guys were never really projected to be something. Again, Sekou Doumbouya is projected to be a great starter in the league, and if he can become like Pascal Siakam, more than just a nice starter, then yeah, the curse of the second round picks for the Detroit Pistons is official. But what do you guys think about this trade? Do you think that the Detroit Pistons won? Do you think they should worry about it or not really? Do you think the Brooklyn Nets are going to actually use Sekou? Do you think Jahlil Okafor is really important? I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section down below. That is it for the video. Ab signing out.